How fulfilled are you going to be as a creator if you can just get that one particular video that is going to give you everything you need to become a YouTube partner? How happy are you going to be if just one of your video was able to get required amount of views? It's actually going to give you the subscriber and the watch hour that you need to become a YouTube partner. But what if I tell you that you are actually the one responsible for killing your channel? You are the sole person responsible for not making your channel to have enough views that's actually going to give you the subscriber and the watch hour that you need. Your content is good. Trust me. Your videos are fantastic. In fact, you dish out more values to people than every other big creators out there. But why is this stuck at no views? Why is this stuck at no views at all? After 10 hours, 11 hours of doing videos, of posting your videos, when you go back to it, there's no views. Why? In this video today, I'll be sharing with you 3 things you must not do immediately after you post your video on YouTube. Now, these things are actually affecting your channel. These things are actually responsible for your channel not getting the required views they needed. And trust me, the third thing might even get your account, might even get your channel suspended forever. So if you find yourself in that category, or you're a new content creator and you need views and you want to get the required views for your channel to grow so that you can become a YouTube partner, you need to stick right to the end of this video. You need to take notes of every point I'm actually going to be stating in this video today. So without wasting much of your time, let's get right into today's video. So the first thing you don't want to do immediately after you post your video on YouTube is that you must not share outside of the platform. Now wait, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that after you post your video, you should not share to other platforms, but I'm talking about you sharing to other platforms immediately after you post your video. Yeah, I know you have a whole lot of community outside there that you want people to know. You have friends and family you want to share your video to. You have people there that you want to share your video to, that, okay, yeah, fine, I just did this video on YouTube and you want them to see it. It is fantastic. It is great. But then you are not going to be doing it immediately after you post your video. Now, why did I say so? Let me explain. The only person that has been assigned with the role of showing your content out there to people on YouTube is the algorithm. The algorithm has been assigned, that has been programmed to filter your video, listen to whatever it is you say in your video, and carry your video and put it out there to people that are going to benefit from it. That is the sole work of the algorithm. Now, if after you post your video and immediately after you post your video, you already carry your video and you already put it out there, you're already sharing it to other platforms, you're simply trying to tell the algorithm that, hey, Mr. Man, you can hold on. I don't need you to do your work. I can do the work for myself. I can do everything by myself. I can share my content. I know the kind of people who needs my content. I know the kind of people that are actually going to get value from my content. So you don't need to do anything. You can stay right there and I'm actually going to do all the work myself. That is what you're trying to tell the algorithm. And trust me, algorithm is not human that is going to start arguing with you or start bargaining with you that, hey, Mr. Man, let me do this work for you. It's a set of program. So if you are not in line with that program that has been installed there, definitely the algorithm is going to leave your channel all alone and is not going to push your video out there. Now, I'm not saying that you should not post your video. I'm not saying that you should not share your content out there, but you don't want to do it immediately. Allow the work master to do its job. Allow the algorithm to push out your content to people by itself. Yeah, I know you are a small creator. You are trying to get views. You want to try everything. You want to show people that, hey, yeah, you are on YouTube. Hey, yeah, you are doing this thing on YouTube. It's great. It's fantastic. But allow the taskmaster to carry out the task, which is the algorithm. Allow the algorithm to push out your content to people that are relevant to benefit from it. Now, the second thing you should not do immediately after you post your video on YouTube is you watching the video on the same channel that you used to post it. Yeah, I know a lot of you do that. Like once you post your video now, you're still the first person. Like you're the first person to watch that video on YouTube. Now, the reason why I said this is because now the value, you need to understand that when it comes to creating videos on YouTube, it's all brought down to you being valuable to people out there. So your main purpose of creating video on YouTube is to give value to people. And trust me, no matter what you said in your video, there are actually people out there that is actually going to benefit from your video, no matter what you say. Even if you are dancing, even if you are looking, even if you are jumping, yeah, there are some set of people who are ready to watch it, who are ready to gain value from it. So by you watching the video yourself after you post it, you're trying to tell the algorithm that the value you are dishing out is meant for only you alone. You are the owner of the value. And after you've piled up the value into a video, and after you've posted the video, you are still the first person who is watching the video. You are sending a signal to the algorithm that, hey, my video is meant for only me. There's no need for you to push out that video. There's no need for you to dish my video out to people that it is relevant to. So by so doing, you're actually cleaning your channel. So if you want to, even if you want to watch your video, you don't have to watch it with the same channel you post it with. You can watch it with other accounts, your other YouTube accounts. You can watch it, you can comment. You can watch it and comment with your other YouTube accounts. So that's the second thing you must not do. So the last thing I'll be talking about in this video that you must not do immediately after you upload your video on YouTube. In fact, this one I want to talk about can even get your channel suspended or banned. Yeah, you can even get your channel banned. So, but if you're just joining us and you're just coming across this channel and you've not subscribed, make sure to subscribe to the channel and don't forget to like, share to your loved ones, to your friends and family that you know they're actually going to benefit from what we are saying here. And also don't forget to turn on that notification bell so that you can be the first person to get the video whenever we talk about tips that's actually going to grow your channel as fast as possible. So that being said, now the last thing in this video I'm going to talk about that you must not do immediately after you upload your video on YouTube is you must not watch your video on the same network provider with your friends. Now don't be confused, let me explain this. Now let's say for example you stay in an apartment of 5 friends, like 5 guys, and you're the only person, you're the only YouTube content creator in that apartment. Now anytime you do video, anytime you make your video, now you share it to your friends in the same apartment and all of you are watching together. Now, but all of you are connected to the same network provider. Let's say in that apartment, there's a Wi-Fi. Now, this thing I'm talking about is what has happened, and yeah, it has happened to me actually. So let's say you are on the same network provider and all of you are watching the same channel. You're watching the video on the channel at the same time. It is risky. Yeah, it is bad because you're trying to trick the algorithm. So the algorithm is going to sense it as you trying to play smart on the intelligence of the algorithm. So it is risky. You don't want to do that. Trust me. You cannot be watching the channel with your friends in the same place, the same network provider, because to the algorithm, you're sending 2 things to the algorithm. Number one, if the algorithm is going to pick your channel as still like it's one person that is watching it, and if the algorithm pick it as if it's still one person that is watching it, it's safer for you. But then the algorithm might pick it as if you're trying to play smart on its intelligence. And if the algorithm pick it as if you're trying to play smart on its intelligence, then it's a problem for you. You might actually get your account suspended. You might get your channel banned. Yeah, it has happened to me before whereby I do that with my friends. We stay together and whenever I post, I share it to them and we all stay in the same apartment. So we have a Wi-Fi connection that we use. So it's actually very, very risky. So you don't want to do that. So now that you know the things you should not do immediately after you post your video on YouTube, then what are the things you need to do immediately after you post your video on YouTube? Because for every word, there's an opposite. So I'll be leaving. I've actually done a video on that. I've done a video on the things you must do immediately after you post your video on YouTube. I've done a video on that, so I'll be leaving the link to the video in the description box below. So if you've not seen that video, just check the description box. You're actually going to see that video. Go to that video and watch it right away. Or better still, you can check anywhere around your screen, either at this my right hand side or my left hand side. The video is actually going to pop up from anywhere from the screen. So if you've not watched that video, go right now, go there and go and watch that video. Things you must do immediately after you post your video on YouTube. Go there and I'll see you in that video.